Hey,
I'm recording. Okay, we're recording. Hi.
hey, we're back
We're back.
by popular demand.
I have a cold, so that's why I sound even weirder than usual. You sound the same.
You sound normal. You're not doing that weird voice you do on stage, so
No, because I'm
you
being
sound normal.
myself. This is me being myself.
Okay,
That's a character. People think that,
I know.
it's an act.
I get it. Comedy is
It's an
entertainment.
act. Okay. So we wanted to talk about the success of our first podcast.
It's been huge,
It's been unbelievable. We've had 164 views. That's
incredible.
I don't know what to compare that to, but I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, like maybe Joe Rogan on a bad day. That's what he gets.
So I'm
No,
prepared. I don't think you've prepared for this podcast, but I
I've
looked
totally
up
prepared.
the general, the most general statistics I could find on the success of podcasts. There are over 800 million videos that have been uploaded to YouTube
Wow,
to date, and the average video gets 5,594 views. So we're below average is
that seems. I
what
can't
I'm seeing.
believe the average is 5,000 or whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah, but out of 100 million. Oh, sorry, 800 million.
I guess. Yeah.
Well,
So you must have a lot getting like 100 million to balance out
yeah,
the
like
ones
there'll
at the
be
bottom.
like a 0.001 percentage getting like a lot, and then you take the average. You know how to take the
I don't.
average.
I'm a writer. I'm not a biochemist or whatever you do. Interior designer from the
I'm
'90s with
talking
that
about taking
wallpaper.
the average of numbers. It's math,
Okay.
and it's very, I'm talking like low level math.
Oh well.
So you don't really need to know anything about biochemistry
Okay.
to to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so have you gotten any feedback from all the people that you know that have watched it?
Well, so none of my friends or family. Well, I have one friend who watched it, but he told me something about the first episode, but I can't remember what it was because my memory's so bad. But hopefully, he'll tell me again while we're recording. And anyways, I'm sure he said it was great, like everybody else said. Um,
All right. So my mom
yeah.
watched it.
Okay. What you think?
She said
Fuck,
that you were
I
very
would never
dry.
send. I would never send this to my mom. That's my thing. I'm dry. I'm sorry. It's how I grew up. It's just how I am.
It
Deal
was
with
like
it.
she's like, like a dry, very dry, overcooked like piece of chicken kind of.
Well, it was the first podcast I'd ever done. So you tell your mom to settle down, and that I'll get better.
She didn't say I was dry, and this was my first podcast as well, but
She's your mom.
she loves me, I guess. Well, I had to tell her about the podcast. She loves comedy. She does. She's not a comedian, but she does love comedy. So I had to, I was like, there's this fantastic new podcast out. I had to tell her about this, like, it was like groundbreaking. It was getting all these views. So she watched it,
Okay, good.
and then really all she had to do, all she wanted to do was tell me how bad you were. So that
No, it's great.
it was what it was.
I'm used to that. That's what everybody does. So it's perfect.
Okay. So we know that some comics have watched it. We know that Chad Noonan has watched it, and
Yeah, this Chad Noonan
JP Brazell has
character.
watched it. We'll get to those later. I think we'll talk about
Okay,
those.
okay.
Okay, so the next
I would
thing,
say that a
yeah,
shocking number of comics have watched it.
in secret,
Some of whom won't admit it, but some who do, and bless them because
they're brave.
they are brave.
They are brave
Yeah, yeah,
stand-up comedians. Yes.
they are.
Okay. So let's get into our first topic. Comedy competition season is upon us.
Yeah, really is.
So last week, Absolute Comedy started off. It's did you check Facebook today? Did you get
Yeah, the
the
news.
latest?
Yep, I did.
So we'll go back to the beginning here. So how it works for you newbies out there, or you don't understand what comedy competitions, how they work, is they're competitions, and one person will be standing at the end. They get money, they get stage time, which is really the real goal, I think, or money, for those of them that don't have any. But yeah, so and then so how
Wait,
I
so if you don't have money, then you get money if you win, but if you do have money, you don't get money?
no,
Okay.
you get money regardless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me sure.
Okay, so how Absolute Comedy works, it's very, very well run, you know, and
Yeah, it
there's
seems like
nine
nobody had
competitors.
any issue with how it all went down. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was nine competitors on Tuesday. They started, that was the first night. And it's whittled down to five. And it's judges, there's judges, and they decide the ranking for that night.
But you said there's judges the first night, but then fan votes the second and third
And
nights?
then it's two consecutive nights
Mm,
of just audience member votes. They take the average,
mm.
which is not a biochemistry term at all, and they
I'll
figure
look it up.
out
I'll look it up later. I'll look it up. Mm.
and they figure out who won. So one person out of the five gets to move on to the finals. Okay, so
Yeah.
we had so the nine, and I think this is fun. I like to do this where I decide I guess who will get through, and we both did this, so we'll go through
Yeah.
that. So it was so Serge Nacuzzi, Scott E.T., James Mancini. He's a Montreal comic. I don't know if a lot of you know him. He's really good.
Mm.
Uh, Kia Mazar, Patty Mack, Joey Walsh, and David Haddad. Joey Walsh was the only woman on the bill. And so what were your predictions? Who did you guess?
So correct me if I'm wrong, because I texted this to you and it was like I can't find it, but I picked Kia, Serge, Scott, James, and David.
You're wrong.
Fuck. I knew I'd be wrong.
You picked David, Serge, Patty Mack.
Oh, right. Instead of James. Yeah, you're right.
No, instead of Kia.
Really?
Scott, you picked Scott, and you picked James Mancini.
Okay.
And I picked David, Serge, Kia, Scott, and James Mancini.
Mm.
I didn't, we neither one of us picked the woman. I did not pick, I don't know Joey Walsh very well. And I'm also a misogynist. So that's why I don't think women in comedy are very funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, you should add Christine Lumens knows. That's an inside joke between me and Christine Lumens.
That's funny because for me, the funniest comedian in the city is Christina Muehlberger,
Yeah, but you're a
and
feminist though.
she's a woman.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
I'm not
you're
a
a
feminist.
feminist, so that's good for you. But
I'm
you
not a
also didn't pick
feminist.
Joey Walsh.
That's true. I didn't even I saw yeah I don't
I
never
don't know Joey Walsh, so that's why I didn't pick her.
me neither.
Not
I don't know
because
more than half these people. I just
not
picked.
because she's a woman, just because I don't know. So who actually won? Who actually won? It was Joey. It was Scotty T, Joey Walsh, Serge, David Haddad, and Kia. I think in that particular order from the
So
first night.
which of us was more right?
I
We
was.
both had what, four? Oh, okay. You had four, right?
Yeah, you only had three because
Hmm. It's pretty good
you don't
for a
know
newbie.
anything, and you don't, and also you're not able to recall what it
True.
is you do know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's tough. It's tough to be you. So yeah. So anyway, Okay, so we'll keep. Okay, so from that, I
Yeah,
went on Wednesday. Actually, I went and
check it
watched
out.
them, all the competitors on Wednesday, the five that made it through.
How was that?
It was fantastic, and I think I got a shout out to sorry, Serge was on fire, and so
Hmm.
was Kia. You know, I think Kia's underestimated. He's fantastic. He's physical. He's the energy. He can bring the energy, and he was fantastic. I don't know what the ranking was for that week or that day because Michael Friedman didn't post it, but the post came in today for the third night. Joey
Hmm.
was first, which fantastic. Congrats on that. I think it was Kia Surge,
Hmm.
and I guess they said Kia and Surge tied, and Surge won. So congratulations, Surge! Clap! Congratulations, congratulations, Surge!
Good job, Serge.
Well done.
Yep.
22 years old. He's a baby. I could be his
Amazing.
mother. You could be his grandfather.
Yeah.
Um,
But
and he's
so
got
he
so much
moves.
time. The he's gonna be a star, is what I'm telling everybody.
He was one of the first people to say good job when I did a open mic somewhere. He's always a
Sweet,
nice guy.
sweet guy,
Very
sweet
nice
guy.
guy. Yeah.
He deserves everything, all the best. I wish him all the best, and he's gonna be in the final. So
That's great.
great job, Serge. Shout out. I also wanted to tell everybody. I mean, I'm basically talking to OCC right now. This is all inside kind of stuff. But last year, I heard that there's an exclusive elite num pe- uh, comedic pool, I guess, of
Okay.
people that bet on the competitions every year,
All right.
and it's very secretive and it's very
Hmm.
elite. And I think they bet as to who goes through, and then I guess at the end of the whole season, whoever was right most gets money. I don't know how
Yeah.
much is
Well, it's not
involved.
so. It's not a secret anymore. Like 164 people are going to know
Exactly. So
soon.
I just want to say that if anybody wants to be a part of the super secret elite betting pool, I don't know if it's going on this year, but it was last year. I believe it was Tavis Maples Den
Hmm.
was the coordinator.
So you're encouraging people to bug Tavis to sign up for the secretive pool that is exclusive.
I don't want
All
to be
right.
part of it, but
No, but
I'm just
you're
saying,
telling others. Yeah.
I'm just letting other people know if they want to be part of this really secret betting
Right.
pool to contact. Just slide right in to his DMs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he'll appreciate that. He seems like the kind of guy who would appreciate that.
He loves a good comic DM. Okay.
We have our own exclusive betting club, don't we? We just bet, or we just picked 5 people.
Yeah, we're picking. It's not for money or anything like that, but
No,
we're playing along. We're playing
it's exclusive. Yeah, it's good.
the game, and you know, comics watching this can play with us at home. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
the home version.
yeah. And if you guys want to like send us what your picks are, we might, if we feel the need, we'll mention it on our
Send
next
them in.
podcast.
The more, the merrier.
Yeah,
You guys can send them in.
yeah. Nobody wants to tell us anything.
How do they? How do they contact us? So that's the question. Facebook, I
Facebook
guess.
Facebook Messenger. Okay? Facebook.
Okay, there
Keep
you
it
go. There you go.
simple, okay? We're
Yeah.
old, we don't know anything else. Okay. So I'm on next Tuesday. I'm a little nervous,
I heard about that.
I'm sure all comedians get nervous for these things because we're being
Hmm.
judged more so than usual. And so let's go through my night and see
Yeah,
who.
let's do.
Yeah, and I'll give you my picks, you give me your picks. So we've got Tim Prakash.
Yep.
He's did we see him together at
Yeah, he
Meows?
was at. Yeah, he was
That
at
old
Meows like a
guy?
couple of. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's been doing
But
comedy. He
he's been
said for
doing
like a
it.
long time, and
Yeah.
he's yeah.
And
So
he was doing it like with his wife or something?
well, I think they're
She
both
died?
like
I don't know. What's
they're
the deal?
actor. They're actors or something like that.
Oh, actors, yes.
Yeah, you know those types.
No.
Um, oh yeah, okay. So I got the list up here. Yeah, Kim Progosh. Yeah, okay. I've only seen him do that meow thing.
So, I mean, he's back into it. He's figuring his shit out. So I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know. He's definitely a question mark. There's the lovely Lauren Lane.
yeah.
We all know her. She's heavy in the scene, quite active.
Heavy in the what?
The scene.
Oh, okay. The scene. Okay, I just want to.
Eh,
I saw her at the football game last week,
what was she doing there?
but she was watching the game, the football game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
that
this
was
red?
about it.
Was this Red Blacks?
Yeah, yeah. They won. It's crazy.
What?
We didn't talk. I just saw her down the aisle.
Did you wave?
No, it was like no. I'd had a couple beers and no,
You were on your 12th beer.
no. That would cost you like $300. The Red Blacks for 12 beers.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll talk about your cheapness a little bit later on. Well, anyway. Well, moving on.
Okay, carry on. So Lauren, that's tough competition. Okay.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Scott Yarwood.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Wardy Lepent. Okay, so I have issue with Wardy. He made the final 2 years ago, and I thought, Michael Friedman, if you are watching, that people that made the final were not eligible to participate. I know you said made the final last year, but you didn't specify whether other years.
Controversy.
Huh?
I said controversy. You got to stir it up.
I think this is a huge scandal because Wardy does well because he's got the urn of his mother's ashes and he's going to beat me. It's plain and simple.
You never know. You never know.
It's a pretty much a guarantee. Okay, so
Okay,
Wardy,
let's move on. So Warrior's going to
and
beat
then
you. Okay,
there's Carly Saint. Well, me. I'm a
brutal. Okay, who's
nobody. I don't
next?
take myself seriously, guys. I know everybody thinks I'm this huge egomaniac. You guys don't know me.
Who are you talking to right now?
I don't know. JP Burnell. Chad,
This is
don't.
the mo. This is the mo of the comedy scene. I've realized they don't need to. People don't need to know you. There are other people who know you, and they can provide others with the opinion they should have of you, and that's
Well,
So there
that's
you go. You're not going to win that one.
weird of you to
Mm.
say. Okay. We've also got Umar Tayeb. He's a
I don't know
Montreal
Umar.
comic. I looked at his Facebook profile. He's got a lot of shots of him with a mic, so he scares me.
Oh, Mike, that's not good.
Yeah, so he's got a couple pictures of himself, so I'm worried. And he's not to be racist, he's black, so I'm assuming he's funny. I don't know. Like, is that racist?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, Umar, I
See that now that was actually weird that you would say that. But let's move on before somebody hears
don't
that.
cancel us.
Paul Borgon. I met Paul last night for the first time actually at Meow.
Paul is a wonderful
He's
human
a nice
being.
guy.
Paul is so funny.
He seems like a really super guy. Yeah.
He's very sweet. I like Paul.
He wasn't happy with himself last night, but it was all new stuff. So it wasn't.
Paul is great. I mean, he's a podcast competitor of ours, but I don't consider the podcasts going on really. We're not in it for the competition, right? We're just
Well, we will be hopefully at the upcoming comedy podcast of the year award.
that's not a thing yet, but I'm gonna
It will be.
we're
It
gonna
will be.
try to mention that to
It'll happen.
the what?
The committee.
Well, the gatekeeper, Tavis Maples Den. He's
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, and I'm sure after you flooding his email today with all of these things, he'll be.
He's the administrator of the OCC page. He runs the O crafts. He runs secret elite betting pools. The man does everything. So
And he's funny.
we're gonna have
Most
to
importantly,
get.
he's funny.
Does
And
that
I think he has good taste in music, actually.
is that relevant?
It is
None
if
of
you're a
those
music
relevant.
fan.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, you like him. He's a bit of a boyfriend to you.
I mean, he's always nice to me. I'm nice to him. We get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jake Brown. I mean, he's really good.
Yeah, I think he's the one that
People think
he runs Eddie's, right? Okay, you need to stop talking over me. When I start saying a sentence, let me finish. This reminds me of being at Meow that's last night. Um, Jake Brown runs Eddie's, right? So I did Eddie's once. Yeah, he was a cool guy too. He was good. He was funny.
He's really nice. He's like, I think people underestimate him. He's very, very strong. And then there's Emmett Morrison. Oh gosh,
Our best friend.
he's my buddy. That's for sure. He's a good comic.
He's funny.
Yeah. When he does his material, I think he's quite good.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough night for you. I think I could see you coming
It's tough.
anywhere
Tough.
number 6 to 9, I think, out of those 9 people.
Really. So I don't make it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've never
Can we
seen
pick the
Tim
five? I thought
really.
you prepared for this.
Okay, should I pick them live right now? Who I think? Okay, Emmett, you, um, let's say Scott, Lauren, and Wardy.
Oh, okay. Can you write that down for me?
Right now, I'll send it to you later.
Okay. Okay, so I picked Jake Brown,
Hmm?
Wardy, Umar, because of the things I said before, but I'm
Let's
not going
move
to
on.
repeat.
Let's move on. Yeah.
Emmett and me, huh? But it could go
Okay.
either way.
I mean, you have to pick yourself.
I don't think I do, but
You have no
I will
choice.
in this particular case. But I don't want to offend anybody.
It's too late for that. Yeah, you've already.
Yeah, okay, so I do like yeah. I own everything I say.
Absolutely.
And sorry, those were my picks. All right.
Okay.
So
Well, I'll send you mine, and then we'll do another. Our next episode, we can do a similar thing and see who won. And if anyone's going to send in their picks to us for our exclusive voting club,
and if you hate us, DM
even better.
have it.
Even better.
Oh, he's such an organizer. Okay.
You need organizers. You know what I
I'm
mean?
Organized.
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let's
on
talk
your
about.
podcast.
So we know we made it. We know we've made an impact.
Yeah,
We were
have.
roasted on the roast page of Ottawa. So if people watching, not only do we have a really humble Ottawa comedy community Facebook page where we call for spots and what have you, but there's also another exclusive page. Oh, again, guess who runs it?
Tavis?
Ding, 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 ding. You guessed correct. So you got to ask him to get in on it too.
I asked him, yeah.
Private and exclusive. So yeah, so what this page is for for us all to like make fun of each other, right? Like roasting.
Yeah. No, I'm part of the page. You're not. I know what it's for.
Oh, well, I'm just explaining it to people that don't know.
Okay. Everybody watching this knows.
So we got a couple roasts. I think we should talk about them.
Sure.
Okay.
So
the first
yeah,
one
it was
Chad Noonan.
Yeah. So this Chad Noonan character, like, is he a comic? Like, and is he funny?
Whoa.
Like, No, I've never actually seen him, but people say he's funny. I'd like to see him.
I think you did
I
see
don't
him.
think I've seen him.
You did see him. You saw him
Where?
at No Forks one time.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, I did. You're right. Okay, he was good. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
from Brockville.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Whatever.
Um.
If that's relevant.
So, are we going to rate the? Where you want to rate these things though? Right.
Well, I'll explain what the roast was. So it was Chad Noonan.
Yeah.
He posted a video of himself watching us on his phone, and I guess his daughter was trying to get his attention, like jumping up around him, and the caption I think was, and he wasn't paying attention to her because he was watching intently. He was watching our podcast intently.
Obviously, I don't blame him. Yeah.
No Ottawa podcast has captivated me more. See, I'm naive. I'm always like, well, he loved it.
Yeah. No, I that seemed kind of,
like,
I mean, sarcastic right off the bat. Well, I wouldn't call it ripping to shreds, but yeah, it was.
You don't believe
they have taken a shot at us, which is fine.
It was a shot, yeah. It was a shot. I took it as a.
We knew that would happen. That's fine. Hey.
Yeah, it's pretty captivating. Oh, I'm pretty captivating.
Anyways.
And then there were comments. Let's go through the comments.
Okay.
Are you gonna say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you gonna start talking? You do the first comment.
Okay, so first of all, I find it odd that Chad's kid was filming the video, looking out at a view and trying to get his dad to look, and then filming his dad too. Like, I found that kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, basically, I'm not really sure about the parenting skills. Like, it seems like that whole family is addicted to their phones. No?
Can you just fuck off? Are you a good parent?
No. It was a joke. I think it was no. I think they.
I'm not parent shaming anybody.
I think I was a joke. And Chad, you're a great parent. I've heard that before.
That was low hanging fruit, as far as I'm concerned.
What
you just like attacking somebody's parenting skills? Come on.
Oh my God, it was a joke. I don't know Chad. I don't know what his parenting's like. As you're about to hear, I think they're actually just. Well, I know they were just filming a comedy bit, and Chad said, "Here, you do this. Talk to me. I'll say this." Yeah. So, Chad, I wasn't making fun of your parenting skills, and Carly, I wasn't making fun of Chad's parenting skills.
It wasn't funny. Okay,
but so you know what? I think so. Hold on. I think I would give Chad's kid a 9, first of all, and we got to send him a T-shirt. If we get T-shirts made, Chad's kid gets the first one. That was great for participating in that.
Yeah, we're moving on.
The first comment was what? Okay, don't talk to me about moving on. You're the master of talking forever, like about something.
Well, like I gear the ship, okay? Because it has to go somewhere. Okay.
Anyways, so, let's move on.
Chris Conley commented on this particular video of Chad Noonan watching us. He wrote, it actually called iCarly grammatically incorrect. We're going to overlook that.
Don't make fun of people's English skills.
No,
that's low.
I think it's hard to type. Like, I'm always making, like, my ofs are always ifs. I don't know why.
Yeah, I love that comment. It cracked me up because it's so bang on. It's like, we definitely could have called this iCarly because you never stop talking. So I would give that comment like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's high.
I thought it was clever.
He got 5 positive reactions. I'm giving it a 5 on 10 because whatever. I've never even seen.
You can't go by those.
I mean, like.
You don't have to see the show. You've heard of the show. You know it exists. It's about a person named Carly.
Again.
Okay. Well, anyways, we disagree. That's all right.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is my favorite.
Which?
Tavis Maplesden.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Your bro. He wrote official first real roast. Aha.
Mm-hmm. The real spelled REEL.
Yeah. Is that grammatically incorrect as well?
Yeah, but not if he's talking about it's a it's the real as in
The
the
social
genuine or
media.
genuine roast, but real as in also a video roast. So it's this was my thing. I wasn't sure what to think. Like it's very factual.
Exactly.
So I didn't know what to
He
think. So
he just wanted to state a fact.
which is it's accurate.
It's like, I mean, what did I write down here? It was just like, it was just a very lame, sort of matter of fact comment. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it was lame. It was a
It was
factual comment. It was like
it was just fact. And
yeah.
I wrote, I don't know why I wrote this. I said, he's like an it's like if an accountant was an internet troll. Huh?
Yeah, let's move on. We can move
No,
past
I'm not done with this one.
oh gosh.
And oh, he likes, so what he does, he's very sly, right? With his commenting.
Is that your kid in the background?
No, the
Barking?
dog.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? You mean like the picture?
No, the barking.
Yeah. So you heard it correctly first time. Can I talk, please? Can I? So Tavis like Tavis will be like, oh, ha, 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 like dry, but then he'll always like, if there was an opportunity to call somebody gay, he likes that as well. So I don't think
Yeah.
that he didn't see the window of gay opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So he went with the stating of the fact,
Okay.
and I think he got like five positive reactions for stating a fact.
Of course,
Yeah.
because
What do you think of
people
that?
react to people they know.
Yeah.
That's how Facebook works.
And he holds a lot of cards. He's very powerful
Yeah.
in the OCC. So
Yeah.
okay, so 3 on 10 for me. What did you rate that one?
I didn't even rate it because it was factual, but I guess I'd have to give it like a 5.
5. Okay.
It was
Generous.
factual, but it didn't. Yeah, it was good.
Generous. Okay.
It's accurate. It's accurate.
I wrote a lot about Tavis here. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
scroll
gosh.
him again. I wanted to give him a plug. So he actually, Tavis, ignore me when you see me about this. He actually is an official organizer. Like he'll clean closets and stuff.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's like me. He's like a stay-at-home spouse. But he
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
will organize people's junk and stuff for money. So I wanted to give him
Oh
a
wow.
plug, and I thought, if anybody needs like an underwear drawer rearrange,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Call Tavis. So you got
yeah,
people emailing him about the thing. You're sending
slide
him
into his
business.
DMs.
I would love to have someone organize my junk for money. That sounds fun.
Can you contact Tavis, please? Okay, so I did that for you, Tavis. That's a plug for you. Okay, moving on. Scott Yarwood said, this is child abuse, not ignoring your child, but
Mhm.
exposing her to that podcast. What did you think of that?
Well, I mean, I feel like that was low hanging fruit.
Right.
Speaking of low hanging fruit, I mean, I gave it a 3. I've seen Scott's act a few times. And to be honest, like anytime I hear someone talking about exposing themselves to children, I usually think of Scott now. So at least it's in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to make the joke that, I told you this after that comment. I was like, if Scott's watching, Scott, until you're a parent, you have no idea what child abuse actually is.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, you think you've experienced it until you're the actual inflictor of. We'll talk when you have kids, okay, my friend? Until you don't ever say child abuse around me again, okay? All right, moving on. I gave that a
Charlie's
two.
matter.
I gave that a
Charlie's
two
a
out of
math.
10.
2. Okay.
If anybody's wondering. And then there was your comment. Okay, let's talk about incredible. So glad we're giving our fans what they want. Exclamation point. I mean,
Obviously, that's 10.
I'm going to allow you to defend yourself on that one.
obviously that's a 10. I'm all about the fans, and I hope they can feel that. They're the only reason we do this, you know? So
I thought it was really lame. I don't like you use exclamation points a lot, which is
I'm a
very
very excited guy. Ask your mom. I'm very excited. I'm very excitable.
dry. It's like dry like a piece of toast. Yeah, I'm giving that a 0 on 10. If anyone's
Fuck
keeping
you.
score.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're moving on. So JP Burnell also posted a video of watching us.
My good buddy.
Yeah. Uh, and he was laughing hysterically. Again, I thought that was a win.
No,
I'm
I
so
think
naive. I'm like, he's
you
like, this
can.
is my
Yeah,
favorite part. I'm like, oh, he's watched it more than once.
but he took time to like. People took time out of their lives not just
I know.
to watch our podcast, but to record themselves watching it. That blows my mind.
I know. I was like,
We really have made it. It's unbelievable.
this was a win. So anyway, I think the part that he had recorded and was laughing hysterically at was like me saying that I have money and you have a little bit of money. And I was like, that
Yeah,
is funny.
I didn't. That wasn't the highlight of our show. There were many highlights from last week.
I
That
think there was
wasn't.
funnier parts. And then I said, well, what the hell does he want from us? And like, should we read our, should we read our tax returns to him? Like he'll lose his fucking mind, right?
We try that.
Yeah, we'll do our taxes live. I mean, JP will shit his pants. And then he said, it's like watching someone's parents divorce on Zoom. You're divorced. Did you
Yeah,
find
there
our
was no.
podcast? Was our podcast relatable to your divorce in any way?
Um, no, no, I didn't understand that. Understand like the tie-in between the talking about you having money and me having a little bit of money and the how and us getting divorced. But whatever. I mean, the same way we can do our podcast, people can make videos about our podcast. It's not, whatever.
Which we encourage. It gives us content, right? Content. Yeah. So I think we should interview JP Brunel if he's watching. You can be
We should. He'll be. I'll see him on Sunday at the. We do this that Lewis does this kickboxing thing, and I'll see him there. He usually is my partner, so we'll try to. I already signed Zach up. Oh, we'll talk about this later.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it would be really interesting to interview JP. We can find out like all the underground conspiracy theories on the dark web. Like he's really good at figuring that stuff out, and like
What do you mean?
well, he's one of these people, right? And we can find out how and why vaccines kill people. That's another topic we could broach with him. Like is the horse tranquilizer still a thing? Like these are the things we can find out.
Okay.
It'll be like a little bit of a Joe Rogan spice. All right. Oh, and my friend Janelle wrote on it. I love Janelle. Janelle relates. Oh, what did she say?
Oh yeah, she said something about. I can't remember. What'd she say?
Oh, she said, "Oh, I relate to the people of something about the title of our podcast. You are not funny.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, I'm not funny, but whatever. I used to be not funny or something like that. Janelle, you're not. So what did I write here? I'm like, you're not special. We're all not funny. Okay, just calm down, Janelle.
Yeah.
Relax. We're all not funny. Okay, 7 on 10 because I support women in comedy. I do.
I like Janelle. I thought it was a nice comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a great person.
She's a nice person for sure.
Good comic. She gets a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Deserves.
But she gets heat for trying too hard. I mean, trying too hard is. I like Janelle a lot. She's nice.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. Caesar McCool. He's my personal Facebook troll. So he had to say something, right?
He just goes for you.
Had to say something. So he actually used a math symbol, which I'm very impressed with. And it was like 6 nuts and then
Like is greater than us,
greater than,
but
like
three times greater than. That's a lot. Yeah.
So that's a big greater than.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a math symbol. You?
As we talked about earlier, yes, math is one of my
Forte.
interests. Yeah. So
Six Nuts is also another podcast going from the OCC. I love those guys.
yeah.
David Joseph, Paul Burgon, Jordan Angus.
Yep. I've watched that one
Very
number of times.
very proud of them. They're almost at their 20th podcast episode.
Hmm.
If you don't want to watch this one, watch that one.
And they have good production, and they have good production values. They have like jingles and like,
yeah, they do. Like,
I think they have graphics and like segments and stuff like that. And
they're tech savvy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're younger than us,
Uh,
right? So that got 2 reactions, which is very low, I think. So I think there's people out there that
I think so. I noticed that too. And one of them was JP loving it, and the other was me crying at it.
You cried. Oh man.
But I think
lame.
I'm not gonna lie, that really hurt me. That one really hurt.
That one went. That was like right in the heart, right?
It did. I mean, of course, Six Nuts is better than us. It's not about that. It's about, I've listened to that Lebanese Weight Watchers podcast probably more than anybody else in Ottawa. I'm a fan of the podcast.
Wow.
I'm also a fan of George's hair. I know way too much about these motherfuckers, like way too much. The best I can tell you about their podcast, it's basically like a varying number of like gay retards just sitting around talking about being gay and retarded.
Yeah.
It's very, very niche. It's a very niche, but I don't actually think they're gay or retarded. I think it's an act. They're trying to capitalize on that lucrative, gay retarded podcast market.
Yeah.
But it hurt me. I'm giving it a 7. The comment a 7 for brevity and accuracy, but this kills me. I'm giving it a 10 for destroying me inside. So thank you, Caesar.
I give it a 1 on 10. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Can we talk about, okay, we're going to do this bit. Okay. It's really bad. Brace yourself.
What?
So I had this joke. I don't know. It's not funny. But I like.
Oh, is it the one we talked about earlier?
Yeah. So I'm a big Seinfeld fan. I don't know if anybody out there is a Seinfeld fan. It was a very popular sitcom in the 90s. Jerry Seinfeld, Larry David, incredible comedians.
Never heard of them.
Anyway, I don't know. So my joke is that it relates to an episode of Seinfeld where I think that George Asili is now out. I believe he's out of the closet, so to speak, as living.
I understand what out of the closet. Yeah, support for sure.
Yeah, I think he's a great comic too. I have no, he's fantastic. Anyway, my thing is I think he came out of the closet just so he could call the audiences faggots.
Just for the jokes.
Yeah. So what's your line? What's your line?
Well, so does that upset you as an audience member?
No, it upsets me as a comedian. And now I will give you the references I'm referring to.
We nailed that one.
Killed for this. Here we go.
Suspicion that he's converted to Judaism purely for the jokes. And this offends you as a Jewish person? No, it offends me as a comedian.
Who did it better? You know what I mean?
This is my humor. I don't know if anybody has any humor that is close to what I think is funny.
Probably not.
The Lebanese Weight Watchers have the retarded gay niche. I don't know. What we're doing is, we're in left field over there.
Ours is, yeah. We're not the Lebanese Weight Watchers. We're the Orleans like bird watchers. I don't know what, like something like that. I don't live in Orleans though.
I like birds. Yeah. Birds are birds are our friends.
They are. They really are.
Okay, next segment. What were your last shows?
Well, I did Meow That's Hot last night as a
Tell us
it
about
was
it. Now
it
that's
was
hot.
brutal.
Set it up, okay?
So Meow That's Hot is this local bar, local for me, about 30 steps away from my front door. And they sell hot sauce and they also host various theme nights like open mic nights for music, open mic for comedy and other stuff probably.
Yeah.
And so Thursday nights is the open mic night there for comedy. So I often go hang out there and talk to the Zach, the organizer, and hang out and see who else is there. I'd go up on stage and do crappy new jokes. So I went last night and did that, and it was it was predictably crappy. I hadn't prepared. I've been fucking busy. Had so much shit going on. So I just basically read some crappy shit on my phone I had written, and I don't think it served me in any way.
You mentioned our podcast too. What kind of
Well, no, I did mention that we've got a pod. Actually, I think Zach mentioned it first because Zach hosted obviously, and I think he was talking about it. So he was really working the crowd and giving them the whole podcast lowdown. So I'm a bit of a marketing genius myself. I saw the opportunity and I said, there's a sign up sheet at the back of the bar if you want to be interviewed. We're taking names to be interviewed. And then like, it was funny because at the end of the night, Zach's like, I didn't find your sheet. No, I didn't find your sheet anywhere. I didn't see it. I was like, there wasn't actually a sheet. It was just a joke. Oh, okay. And, I thought it was funny.
I want to be interviewed.
No, so then we were talking, but he does want to be interviewed.
Okay.
Yeah, so episode 3. Well, that's called the teaser. Episode 3. We'll get Zach on.
Okay. Yeah, that'll bring up the street cred.
Absolutely. and the excitability too. It'll be off the charts in that episode.
Yeah, like my voice will go really high.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Like I
didn't hear you there. It broke up.
I'll try to get I'll hit the high notes like I'm screeching and he'll compensate with the baritone,
Yeah. And I'll just coast through the middle.
And then you'll just kind of be the middle frequency.
The straight man. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was
great.
But you know what it's like there. It's not great.
But I like it there.
I love it there. It's great. Yeah. I mean, the place is great.
You said
The show is fun.
You said there was
some
rolling of the eyes. You said there was some.
Oh yeah, there was. We can talk about it another time. We're running late, and it's actually a work day for me. So, what time is it? How long have we been doing this for?
Okay, if you need to stop.
I don't. It's all good. We can keep going.
Oh, okay. We did the Boston Pizza show together.
Oh yeah, last Wednesday.
Yeah,
2 Wednesdays ago, I guess.
You brought some people.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I brought 60% of the crowd, yeah, but
Yeah.
Which was 5 people.
Shout out to Andrew Yang.
Andrew Huang, Huang, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Young one-liner was in our class. He's brilliant.
Yeah, you love him. I like. Go ahead.
Notable joke of the night had this guy cry laughing for 5 minutes. I gave my blind friend a piece of sandpaper. He told me to stop mumbling. I mean, that's exciting comedy to me.
Yeah, not to me. I honestly I find the guy hilarious. I could watch him all night on stage, just his whole persona. But that's not. I mean, and I've been criticized for not liking some comedians. It's not my kind of comedy. I don't like Mitch Hedberg. I don't like stuff like that. But I like his whole I like his whole persona. Like he's
Yeah.
hilarious when he's up there.
He
You
is
know,
very, very
he's
funny.
fun. Just the way he delivers the jokes and then holds himself, and
He could go far if he wanted to.
it's like he just wandered in off the street, came in, told some jokes, and then leaves. You know?
So cool. I love
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Andrew Wang. We love you.
We'll get him on as an interview. He can correct you on the last name. Correct us on the last name.
Oh, is this a running joke?
What?
I'm gonna
We're
ignore that. Louis. How was your name pronounced?
who? What
I
name?
can't remember. Anyway, Louise Gingras
Oh
was
yeah.
there. She killed. She's gonna do really well at the in the competitions. She's
Mm.
worked really, really hard, and she's great. She's a good friend of mine. So keep up
What's
the
this
good
Louis
work,
thing?
Louise. I don't know.
Okay.
Nobody could ever pronounce her name. She was called Louie by Janelle one night. Just bring her up to the
Hmm.
name. Louie
Louise is a
Greengrass.
fairly standard name.
Like,
Oh yeah. Okay. Greengrass. Yeah.
like, she's not indigenous. That's
Oof.
racist. We'll cut that out. Okay.
She is indigenous.
Yes, but Louise isn't. I'm just all right. Okay, so you want to talk about our lives?
Well, no, I'm just saying if we have anything interesting of note, the fans probably want to hear it. You know,
Oh, did you want
what
to
do you
talk
think?
about? Let's do the debate. Did you watch the debate?
Yeah, like I said, I watched the first half and I had to go to hockey. I don't think I missed much. It was probably it was a lot of the same stuff. I watched the highlights, I guess you'd call them, and a lot of commentary. I mean, it's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. I mean, he's got dementia. He's got something going on. They got to replace the guy.
Is
You
that
know,
what your takeaway was?
that's my takeaway in general about Biden and versus Trump. Yeah. I mean, Trump was more of Trump. He didn't do anything different than what he's always done. So, whereas Biden came out with higher stakes because people wanted to see, can he cognitively perform? And he failed miserably.
No, he didn't.
Oh, it was brutal. It's brutal.
I thought it was fine. Actually, you know what? I watched it, the full thing, and I never
Mhm.
had any of that reaction that everybody seems to have. Like, oh my God, he's so old. It was so brutal. I'm like, yeah, it wasn't great, but like, he's old. Like, I never felt duped in any way. Like, he's walking around as an 81-year-old man. He's got white hair and he's frail. Like, people have taken pictures of him. Like, it wasn't a shock to me. I don't know why people were shocked.
He looked older than 81. That's the problem. It's like,
Why is that a problem?
well, because you just can't be that. And the fact that he can't speak and he forgets things all the time, and he says a sentence and stops at the end and can't finish it, and then it's like, it's just not good. He honestly, I'm pretty sure he's got some kind of brain thing going on.
Yeah, but look who he's competing with.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. But I mean, people know what Trump is. He's exactly the way he's always been. There's nothing new. He's a piece of shit. But it's like that's
So I thought I heard somebody say the day after, somebody was like, "Why should we change Biden? Change your person. He's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, he is.
None of what he said throughout the whole debate made any kind of sense.
No, but debates don't make sense. They aren't there for substance. They're there
No,
for
come on.
for the.
He had nothing to actually say, and Biden actually had lucid moments. Did you not hear? What really made sense to me was when Biden was like, uh, Trump wants to get out of NATO, and he left NATO during his presidency, and obviously they went back to NATO, and he's friends with Putin, and he told Putin he could do anything he wants,
Mhm.
which means what's the next country he invades? Poland, which is part of NATO, and then the whole world has to react. Do you not see the potential for World War III here?
I'm not debating that. I thought we were talking about the debate itself, not debating the other
These were
stuff.
actual points that were
But these are not new
made in
points.
the
But
debate.
I know, but these are not new points, and it doesn't matter if you
It
make
was
them in
new to
the
me.
debate.
It was new to
Okay,
me.
well, then you
I
don't read the
liked-
news.
I liked
They're,
what I understood what he was trying to say.
yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, Trump being president would be messed up. I mean, he doesn't even have a running mate yet, and the election's 4 months away. That's fucked up. It's like, and it's because it doesn't matter. People are voting for Trump because he's Trump. It doesn't matter. Like when the Democrats choose a running mate, like when Biden picked Harris or whatever, it was a big deal. It was a huge deal. And Trump, it doesn't even matter. He can
Nothing
continue right until the election date with no running mate. It doesn't
nothing
matter.
matters with Trump. It does nothing makes any sense. It's not even politics. It's just a big fucking joke. So my
Yeah.
point is, so what if Biden is old? Puppet him up. He's got good people around him. Do you think this is the first precedent for a president that didn't know what was going on? I don't think
Well,
so.
I wouldn't say doesn't know what's going on, but I mean, I feel the same way about all world leaders. They don't do anything. They're just figureheads. They don't actually
Yeah,
make
but Trump-
decisions. So
Trump's different.
hold on. Decisions are made by as a group, as a country.
So then,
Well, hold on. Whereas Trump is the complete opposite. Trump makes all the decisions himself. You know what I mean? That's scary.
which is incredibly dangerous
Absolutely. Which is why they need to
and horrifying.
get past all this stuff about Biden being old and has dementia and everything, and get someone who they can actually,
No,
who can actually.
I don't agree.
take
We
it
just
down.
we just agreed. You just agreed that the actual figurehead is meaningless if the team behind them making the decisions is sound. And you just said that most leaders in all countries around the world have this particular situation, and then you just said that Trump is the outlier in that he'll fire anybody that goes against him. He'll 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 leave NATO,
Mhm.
which fucks them all up. If somebody like Putin wants to take over the fucking world.
Yeah, no, I just said that, but I also said that.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying you're right.
Understanding that
No, I'm not.
contradicting yourself.
I'm not contradicting anything. I'm saying that the debate has focused too much attention on Biden's frailty, right?
But you just said
That's
that you
dominate.
agreed
Hold
with
on,
that assessment,
but
and that they should change.
but that's
the
dominating.
figurehead. That you
And
said
I
that
do
they
agree.
should-
No, you're not letting me finish my sentence. I agree. He's frail. He needs to be replaced. The debate and everything else, there's too much chatter going on now about how Biden is frail and old and can't do the job. That's dominating the discussion, not the issue of Trump versus the Republican versus Democrat. It's all focused on Biden's inability as an old man to do the job. So they need to
we talked
remove
about
that somehow.
I didn't think you were a follower in what people were saying. I thought you had your own opinions.
What are you talking about?
Who cares
No.
about the chat? What is
Because that's what people vote on. It's a
cares about the
PR
chatter?
exercise.
Who cares about the
Who
chatter?
cares?
What do you-
330 million people in America care because that's all they pay attention to. Most people don't actually vote based on anything else. They vote based on either they're Democrat or Republican, or they've read something and Biden's got dementia and he needs to be replaced, and they say, "Oh, that's scary. We shouldn't have somebody with dementia." I mean, you're talking about it's a publicity contest at the end of the day. It's not. I mean, you can have different. Like I like obviously I'm not I don't want Trump to be president, but I also think it's important that they have someone who can perform better and not have the whole election focused on Biden's failures, like personal failures.
When you have a running mate like Donald Trump,
Trump's not a running
That
mate. He's the presidential candidate.
that he is clearly mentally unstable,
Yeah.
and at least the other one was actually making some sense. He said he would never overturn abortion. You know, he mentioned NATO. He tried to discuss policy, which the other one doesn't even understand. So like he has
It's not the place for it.
ability to reason, to know what's right and wrong. I felt
I
like
don't think he does. I think he knows what's right or wrong. I think his ability to reason is faltering big time. But again, a debate isn't
we're gonna
a
have an
debate.
intelligent debate here.
We have different opinions. It can still have an intelligent debate. Not because I disagree with you, it's not an intelligent debate.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you hear what Trump said though? This was hysterical. That he kept saying that the Biden administration is just letting prisoners and people from the insane asylum come through the from Mexico.
Everything he says is ridiculous.
But he said it like 500 times. And it's like, whew, did you even try to mentally picture that? Like people in straitjackets just lining up at the border? Like how many insane asylums could there possibly be in Mexico? What is there, like 2? Okay, we'll take your insane asylum people. And then, but Biden actually, see, you didn't listen. You didn't actually watch it. Biden actually had a lucid thought. He's like, the idea that they're just opening up their prisons and we're just taking their prisoners. Like it was so and then we're focusing on the fact that the guy's half dead. Who cares? Joy Behar on The View, a comedian,
Okay.
said that Eisenhower, I believe, had dementia in the second term. Nobody knew about it. Who fucking cares?
Well, it's a different world now. You can hide things easier 60 and 50 years ago.
So let's fucking hide it.
It's too late. It's too late.
Relax.
Yeah. I agree. If they can somehow do that and hide it, but it's the cat's out of the bag. It's like,
but as an intelligent person, you could still see the value of another Biden 4 years.
absolutely. But
you just said that you can't now because of all the chatter.
No, you don't understand. I'm saying a Biden 4 years. Absolutely. He doesn't do anything. They could easily, nothing would happen. The country would be in a better state with him for 4 years than with Trump. But I'm saying getting to that point of another Biden 4 years is going to be the hard part because all the coverage, how it's dominating about him being.
I don't think anybody changed their minds. Honestly, I don't.
Well, that's not what the stats say on Trump voters have all.
They didn't change.
Well, I'll send you that. Well, I'm sure the viewers right now are dropping like flies, and we'll but we'll continue this debate next time with some hard stats.
We're not talking about pedophiles and our dicks. Why do we have to play to these people?
You have a dick?
I do not.
Okay.
Pet peeves. Did we want to end with this? Oh, I wanted to show you my hat. You claim you know a lot about U.S. politics. What's this? Do you know what this is?
I have no idea.
You don't know anything about U.S. politics.
You're right. I don't.
You're just like, oh, I know so much about U.S. politics.
I never said I know so much about U.S.
Math.
Okay, I know what math is.
Yeah.
As we know.
Did you watch the 2020 election?
Probably.
So do you remember Andrew Yang?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was running for a Democrat.
Yeah.
Nominee against Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
This was his fucking slogan.
Math?
Yeah.
It doesn't ring any bells for me, but I believe you.
He's Asian. He ran on math. That's fucking hysterical. It's like if he had ran on Asians are bad drivers.
Yeah.
So that's hilarious. And I have a map.
Okay.
See, look, it says Yang. The Yang Gang. That's what they call them.
It's a cool thing to have. Yeah.
You know how stupid people are? They're always like, "Are you a teacher?"
Yes, because that's what teachers do.
Why do you have Why do you have a math hat? Oh God, I can't go out anymore. I get so angry.
I hear you.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I have a pet peeve.
Okay, go.
It's going to bars or patios, like especially this nice time of year. You go to a patio and you're sitting there having a beer, and then this young couple comes up with their baby and plops it down on the table. They're sitting beside, they pop the baby down, and they're doing all baby talk with it. And then one of them gets up and is doing the baby bounce and swinging around. And it's like, just fucking leave your baby at home. Get a babysitter. The last thing my parents wanted when I was a baby was to drag me around with them when they went out to have a few beers. I don't get it. I don't understand. Anyways, that's
I have a cup. Can I
leave the
respond?
baby at home. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I think it's fine. Like I used to go to restaurants when like they're little, like baby, where they're just like in the carrier on
If
the
you've got them in
table.
the stroller and they're asleep, perfect.
Yeah.
But if you've got them out, there's a good chance they're going to start making noise, and nobody needs that. You know, nobody trying to relax and have a conversation and have a beer needs a baby fucking yapping and screaming.
I
Anyways,
agree. And what
yeah.
I really don't like in that scenario is how the parents like talk to the kid. Like it
Oh, I
really
know.
bothers me. Like they're
They
like,
think it's
"Oh,
so
we're
cute.
such good parents. Look at us.
Yeah,
Baby talk to our fucking kid." Like I don't want to see that. And that like it my anger. Oh,
I can
am I
tell
boring you?
it's welling up. Yeah.
Am I boring you?
No, I'm seeing people in my building walk by and wave at me because I'm so popular. That's why. There's not even anybody there. I'm just pretending. Hey, how you doing?
You're not popular in the OCC. That kills you. It kills you.
I honestly don't care.
It kills you. Um, yeah. So can I talk about a similar pet peeve
Yeah,
since you brought the kid up?
yeah, sure.
Okay. So I bring my kids to swimming
Okay,
with my husband, of course, because like I don't want to do too much work. And we all go.
gets in the way of your job probably. Yeah,
Sorry.
it gets in the way of your job. You know, you don't have to do too much parenting. There's less time to work.
I'm a delegator. Okay, that's what I am.
Okay,
So anyway, I get into an altercation in the change room. I'm not going to talk about that.
I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm shocked.
I'm not going to talk about that. So I'm already mad. Okay, like I'm
Mhm.
already mad. I've already gotten into a fight with a mother about what I'm not gonna
You're
talk about.
talking about it now, so let's move on.
We're in the car
Okay,
and we're trying to leave, and I'm fucking angry. Okay, and this mother has this kid with her. Like she's like we're in the parking lot, and it's you know how parking lots work.
I understand. Yeah,
And we're trying to get out of the parking lot, and this mother and her child the child is doing some sort of dance
interpretive dance.
in front of our car. Are you picturing this?
It sounds horrible.
And there wasn't anything wrong with her. Like she was just dancing, and the mother, instead of pulling the child out of the way of our car, was like, "Oh, look, my kid's doing a dance. Isn't that funny?"
And this is the same mother you just beat up in the change
No,
room.
that's a different mother. Okay.
Okay.
And then the father, I guess their car was right there. The father sees this kid doing the dance and goes, oh, oh my God, how cute is my kid blocking our fucking car? And I do one of these. And you should have seen the shock in this woman's eyes. Like these people live in a fantasy world.
They do.
They don't know that other people exist. Do you think I give a fuck that your child is dancing in the fucking parking lot in front of my car?
Were they taking a video of
Are
it?
you understanding what I'm telling you right now?
Were they filming it too?
No.
Oh, it's because that's not a weird question. That's what people do. They film their kids doing stupid shit and then post it online. Look how cute my kid is.
Had they filmed it and it had taken more than 5 seconds, I would have had to come get out of the car and somebody would have died. That's the type of mother I am. I don't know what kind of parent you are.
That could have been a double takedown day for you. You know, change room, parking lot.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And my husband's like, yeah, calm down. you can't leave the house. And I'm like, no, I can't. I fucking can't.
Oh.
I don't know that anybody is watching and thinks any of this is funny. I don't know that we are funny.
I don't think we're funny, but at least we're
We're trying.
like we're trying to be.
This episode is going to be fire. I don't know that it was.
I think it was. I think it was hotter than the last episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think your mom's gonna love it. Like, you know.
She didn't really even watch it. She didn't really.
Well, Carly. Hi, Carly. That was great. Too much silence right now.
Are we even going to do another one? I'm just like, we've got to.
Yeah, of course. No, that was good. I think maybe a little too long. How long did we go? Okay, there's too much silence right now. Let's say goodbye, and then we can have a chat after the recording stopped.
Okay, bye everybody.